And one more announcement, by the time sir comes back, if any of your friends have not done the registrations, you can still register with the link. We will share you the links in the group. And if you have not subscribed to our WhatsApp channel, please do subscribe so that you don't miss the everyday class updates and also the follow-up material that will be sent in the channels. So please follow our WhatsApp channel. The message will be sent to you in the chat. Sir, we can continue. Thank you.
Guys, we are providing YouTube link. For that, it was delay for 2 minutes. Now, shall I continue? Yeah, thank you, Andy. Just give me 1 minute. Yeah. Now let me share my screen. Yeah, we have given YouTube link also. Now let me continue my session. I hope everyone is okay. Yeah, guys. Sorry for the delay for 2 minutes. YouTube link చూడండి ఏం జరుగుతుంది. Yeah, guys, we have given YouTube link. So it was delay for 2 minutes. So shall I continue? Yeah, sorry for the delay. Now let me define what is a data science for few minutes. Then I'll continue. Okay. Now, high level definition of what is data science is, just give me 1 minute. Yeah. Now, the ability to extract the knowledge and insights from large and complex data sets. This is the basic definition of what is data science. Now, if you want to become data scientist, the first and foremost properties you should know about statistics, such as descriptive statistics and prescriptive statistics. Okay, and you should be good in mathematics, such as linear algebra. Linear algebra in the sense you should be good in matrices, you should be good in vectors. Then you should be having basic knowledge of probability. In BTech second year, you have a P&S subject now, where you have subject called, then you should have the basic knowledge of derivative calculus. This will be useful for deep learning. Okay. Now, once after knowing mathematics, you should know either Python or R programming language. And another very, very important thing is every student must have the basic knowledge of problem solving approach. Okay. In order to solve this problem solving approach nowadays, most of the people are working on HackerRank examples, CodeChef examples, and lead code examples, where we will be having some problems and you have so many test cases. You have to write a program to solve all the test cases. Then, while teaching data science course, what we will do is we will take the data from capturing the data in indigenous way. Means we will take the data from Kaggle or KD Nuggets or UCI machine learning repositories. Then I already told you one point now, you should be like a hacker, ability to look the things differently. You should be like a hacker. What the hackers will do, they will penetrate into the servers and they will extract the data. Now, finally, the only one job what we will do is finding the patterns from cleaning the data, preparing the data, and aligning the data. It's the basic definition of what is data science. Okay. Now our course is nothing but AI/ML. So next to 15 minutes, I'll spend most of the time on machine learning. So before going to the machine learning, first of all, I will discuss about the traditional learning or traditional programming. Guys, can you please respond? In traditional programming, what we will do? We will take a computer, okay, and we will write a program here. This program may be in C language or Java or Python. Is it okay? After writing program, we will be sending some input data, okay, and we will expect some output. This is the basic methodology which we will use in traditional programming. I hope everyone is okay. Now, in traditional programming, what we will do is called as we will write a normal program and we will provide some input. Once this program is correct, it will give some output to us. This kind of learning is called as traditional programming. Okay. Now, but if you want to learn what is the definition of machine learning, I will take one slide. Here I'll discuss about what is terminology. Here, look at here, please. Now, in databases, we will call the data as attributes. Okay. In machine learning, we will call them as features. Okay. Generally, the attributes are classified into input features and output features. Okay. Input features are represented as capital X. Output features are represented as small y. Okay. Now, let us take this example is called as diabetes data. If a person who affected for diabetes data set, he has to go through before fasting and after fasting. Okay. So whenever you go for before, you will give a blood to the diagnostic center and they will check the glucose levels, blood pressure, skin thickness, insulin level, body mass index, diabetic pedigree function, and age. Now, all these kinds of data is called as input data. Now, once they take the data and they will give some result. Whether a patient is 1 stands for he is a diabetes, 0 means the patient is not diabetes. So, can you please look at here? In this given data, what is the target variable? Target variable is whether a patient is diabetes, yes or no. These are called as response variables, output variables, and dependent variables. Okay. And glucose, blood pressure, skin thickness, these are called as input features. They're also called as predictor variables, input data, and independent variables. Now, every record, every row is called as one patient data. They're called as examples, also called as observations and data points. Here, you people are finding the labels. These 1 and 0 are called as answers. With this terminology, I wanted to define what is machine learning. Okay, Now, actually speaking, machine learning is a subfield of artificial intelligence. In my first slide, I have shown you a diagram. This one. This pink circle is called as machine learning. Machine learning is a subset of artificial intelligence. So let me define what is machine learning. Yeah, look at here. Machine learning is a subfield of artificial intelligence. The first phase of machine learning is making computers to learn. This phase is called as training. Okay. Once machines are equipped with the knowledge, this learning is called as predictive model. This model is called as predictive model. Once we create a predictive model, then we can use this predictive model without explicitly being programmed. See here. Now, let me discuss about what is machine learning. In machine learning, first of all, we will take input data that is called as X. Output data is called as Y. We will be feeding both input data and output data to the machine. Then I will be getting an outcome called model. This is also called as algorithm, also called as predictive model. Once we create a predictive model, then you will be supplying some new data or also called as unknown data. And we will get output, which is called as machine learning. Is it okay for all of you? Any questions they're asking? Yeah. Now, with your permission, shall I discuss and demonstrate in detail about what is the definition of machine learning? Yeah. Machine learning is a two-step process. The first step is allowing computers to learn. Just now we call this as training. Okay, now? The second phase is called as, once we created a machine, then we can get inferences from the data with the computers itself. So here I discuss without explicitly being programmed. Now, I hope the definition is okay for guys. Then, now next few minutes, I will be discussing about various kinds of machine learning. The first one is called as supervised learning. Second one is called as unsupervised learning, and third one is called as reinforcement learning. I'll discuss and demonstrate one by one. The first kind of learning is called as supervised learning, where we will be supplying both input data and we will be supplying output data to the machine. Okay. Now, same thing I will be representing as x implies y. Here I will be using f of x. F of x is nothing but algorithm. So basically, what is supervised learning? Where the data points have known outcome. That means every input variable knows the output variable. This is called as supervised learning. For example, let us take Mahabharata. How many of you know Mahabharata? Most of the people are from India, na? So everyone knows about Mahabharata. There, I will take the characters such as Drona. Drona is called as Guru. He is also called as supervisor. Then I will take a student called Arjuna. Now Arjuna is a student. Arjuna is learning archery from Drona. Is it okay? Whatever the archery he is learning from Drona, which comes under supervised learning. Supervised learning is also called as labeled data. What is the meaning of labeled data? Look at here, I'll discuss with a small example. If you look at this diagram carefully, the left side image is called as X, input data. And the class labels which we are supplying, duck and non-duck, are called as labeled data. Now, I am training my machine, understand this image is a duck image. And this image is a duck image. This image is a not duck image. This image is a not duck image. Here what I'm saying, its label is helping to understand whatever the label which you are using, this label is helping to understand what kind of data it is. So shall I call this as supervised learning? The output of supervised learning is called as a predictive model. Okay. Once we create a predictive model, then I will be supplying unknown data. Then I will get outcome. Okay. This is called as duck. This kind of learning is called as supervised learning. Is it okay for all of you? Everyone understood what is supervised learning? Now, most of the people you are from students now, so I will tell one more example. If I give a question paper along with answer key, is a best example for supervised learning. Is it okay? Now, guys, if you have any questions, so you can ask me. Then, if everyone is okay for supervised learning, shall I go for unsupervised learning? In unsupervised learning, we will have only input data. Okay, we will have only input data. There is no target variable. What is the meaning of no target variable? We have only input data. There is no target variable. See here, which is also called as unlabeled data, where the data points have unknown outcome. Now, say Mahabharata, you take Drona is a guru, and let us take his Shishya as Yakalavya. Yakalavya learned archery without the help of Drona. Yeah. Now, once again, I will explain about supervised learning. Let me continue, Amar. Now, in unsupervised learning, this is also called as unlabeled data. What is the meaning of unlabeled data? There is no target variable. Here, we have only input data. Now, here we will discuss a different kind of methodology. We will apply technique called distance matrix. Distance matrix. Mostly in your 6th standard or 7th standard, you studied about metrics like such as Euclidean distance. Okay, Manhattan distance, cosine similarity, Lockhart similarity. By using such similarity measures, always every distance matrix will return values between 0.0 to 1.0. Okay, if two or more objects are same, yeah, I will explain them. I will explain about what is supervised learning. Okay, now, once if two or more objects are similar, Now the value will become 1.0. If two or more objects are not similar, the values will be 0.0. See here, I wanted to find out the distance between one object to other objects. If two objects are same, the distance will be 1.0. If two objects are not same, it's 0.0. If two or more objects are similar, we will group them. It is also called as clustering, also called as segmentation. If objects are not similar, we will keep them in a separate drive. This kind of learning is called as unsupervised learning. I hope it is clear for all of you. Yeah. Now, I already discussed about the simpler difference between supervised learning and unsupervised learning. Means in supervised learning, we have both input data as well as output data. In unsupervised learning, we have only input data. Okay, Nama? In supervised learning, every data will have a known outcome. This one, every input data will have a known outcome. And in unsupervised learning, the data does not have any outcomes. I hope I answered your question. Okay. You please respond to me. Now let me discuss about 2 minutes. Supervised learning once again divided into first one is regression analysis and second one is classification. Okay. Now when the target variable y, generally I discussed that y is called as target variable. Okay. When the target variable y is quantitative data, also called as numerical data, then we are going to apply a technique called regression analysis. Once again, I'm repeating. When the target variable is quantitative data, also called as numerical data, we will call it this technique called regression analysis. What is the meaning of regression? Predicting future. Okay. Most of the people also call it as forecasting future from current and past data. Okay. Are you getting me? Now, when the target variable is categorical or qualitative, we will be applying a technique called classification. Is it okay for all of you? Is it okay for all of you? Now, in this example, we will be taking, look at here for all of you. Now, here, I will be asking my machine whether the patient is diabetes, yes or no. Okay. Here, it is called as classification. Okay. First of all, I will be training the data. Now, if you permit me, I'll discuss more about it in 2 minutes. Can I go? Can I discuss in detail for 2 minutes? Yeah, I'll take a few minutes here for discussion of what is regression once again. I'll repeat it, Amma. Okay, na? Just give me 1 minute. Yeah. See here. Let me clear the screen and explain more here. Okay, na? Now, first of all, let me discuss about what is regression. Okay. Once again, some students are asking some questions on regression analysis. So, when the target variable y is called as target variable na, or output variable. Now we have discussed na output variable. When the target variable is numerical or quantitative, then we will be applying a technique called as regression analysis. Okay. Then we will be applying the technique called as regression analysis. Somebody is writing on the screen. Now, when the target variable is categorical data or qualitative, okay, we will be applying the technique called as classification. I hope I have discussed. Okay, Nama, clear for all of you? Somebody is doing something on here. Why it is doing? Yeah, let me close it for 1 minute. Some people are writing on the screen. Please let me, guys, don't do such kind of things, Amma. I'm unable to delete these annotations. Yeah, let me do once again. What is going on this one? I don't know what it is. Let me close the PPT once again and let me take this. What is this? Huh? Yeah, just guys, give me one more minute. Yeah. Guys, can you please respond? Don't write anything on the screen, Amma. We are here to help you. Okay, kindly let us do the job nicely. Okay, please. We will share the screen. We will share entire video to you after the class. With your permission, can I continue? Yeah. So I have completed about what is supervised learning. So can I go forward? Now, let me discuss about 2 minutes how the structure will be done. Okay, now see here. Now, basically, whenever you write any kind of machine learning applications, first what we will do, we will divide the data into two parts. First part is called as input data and second part is called as output data. X is called as input data and Y is called as output data. Is it okay? X is called as input features and Y is called as output features. Now, machine learning or data science, it's consisting of 3 steps. First step is training. Okay, the first step in the machine learning process is called as training. So, in order to train the data, we will divide the data into 4 parts. See here, 70% of the data will be used for training and 30% of the data will be used for testing. Is it okay? Now, shall I call this part as X train? Shall I call this part as Y train? And shall I call this part as X test? And shall I call this part as Y test? Now, first part is called as training. Here, what we will training can be done by using a fit function. It is a function. It can be done for X train data, and I will pass Y train data. Okay, now in order to use fit function, I will take any kind of ML algorithm. This step is called as training. The second step is called as testing the ML algorithm. This can be done a function called ml.predict. While testing the program, I will be sending X-test data. Is it okay? And the output of ML algorithm is called as Y prediction. Y prediction is the output of prediction data. So we have called this data Y test as original data. This data is not given for training, not given for testing. Basically, there is a third step of machine learning is called as evaluation. In the evaluation, what we will do, we will calculate accuracy of the algorithm. For that, I will take result which is given by Y prediction, and the data Y test will be given. Then accuracy is a function which it will return the performance of algorithm. Every performance of ML algorithms will be represented in terms of percentages between 0 to 100. Is it okay for all of you? Now, once if it is okay for you, I will be discussing about the workflow of supervised learning. Can I go forward, Andy? Now, see here, in the training phase, what we are doing, I will be taking input data and I will be taking output data. Is it okay? Now, first of all, what we have to do, we need to extract the features from the given data. Then this phase is called as training. While training the data, we will be calling a function called ML algorithm.fit function, where I will be taking X train data and Y train data. Then we will get an output is called as model. This model is called as predictive model. Okay, now once we create the predictive model, then this predictive model will be used for testing unknown data. This is called as test data or also called as unknown data. From the unknown data also, we will be extracting the features and we will be predicting the class labels. This is the workflow of the entire supervised learning algorithms. Now, if you have any questions, please ask me. I will be happy to respond to you. So can I continue? Everyone is okay with what is supervised learning and what is unsupervised learning? So can I go for reinforcement learning for a few minutes? Can I go? Yeah. In reinforcement learning, what we will do? We will take an agent. An agent is a machine or agent is software which works on the environment. Now, in supervised learning, what we have taken? Training data comes with answer key. Now, this answer key is working as a supervisor. But in reinforcement learning, there is no answer key. That means the agent has to learn from himself. To understand more about it, I will be taking a small diagram. See here, I have taken a rat as an agent, and this box is an environment. This box is an environment. So the rat has to work it on the environment. Whenever the rat comes here, there is a power shock, the rat will get die. Is it okay? Initially, in the absence of existing training data, the agent learns from experiences. In reinforcement learning, agent is initially does not have any knowledge. This is the first point is whenever the rat comes here, it will get die. Now, whenever the rat comes here, it will get some strength. Mostly whenever you are playing games, you are going to get some strength. Now, third one, the rat has to identify the route and finally it has to get this reward. Sometimes it may get the positive, sometimes it may get negative. Look at here, it collects the training examples, the trial and error basis, and finally it attempts to reach its goal. This is called as reinforcement learning. I hope it is clear for all of you regarding what is supervised learning, what is unsupervised learning, and what is reinforcement learning. Okay, now shall I continue? Now, the next kind of learning we should know is called as deep learning. Now, deep learning is the subfield of machine learning where the deep learning structure is involved from human brain. How? We have a human brain. Now, deep learning works like a human brain using the technique called neural networks. Okay. Now, if you ask me one question, sir, why we need to move from machine learning to deep learning? My answer is in the x-axis, I have taken the amount of data is increasing. In the y-axis, if I take the performance of algorithm. Okay, if I draw a plot between data, amount of data, see here, the red color is nothing but ML algorithms. Now, when the data is changing, moving from GB to TB, TB to terabyte to petabytes, and petabyte to zettabytes, ML algorithms does not perform well. So, they will not perform well. So, in that case, we will take deep learning algorithms outperform machine learning algorithms. Is it okay? Now, 2 to 3 minutes, I'll discuss about why we need to do deep learning. Because exponential data is increasing. Earlier, the data is available in the form of MB, then GB, then terabytes, then petabytes, and zettabytes. When the data is increasing, at the same time, technology is also upgrading. Earlier, we are using CPUs with 1 GB, 2 GB. Now, we are using CPUs with 8 GB, 16 GB, 32 GB also. CPUs are replacing with GPUs. GPUs are replacing with TPUs. Okay. When the data is increasing at the same time, technology is also upgrading. Process not only text data, process image data, audio data, and video data. We need to transform from machine learning to deep learning. Is it okay for all of you? Yeah. If you want me to discuss about most examples, supervised learning with simple example, and everyone has an email, simple example. Complex example, I'll discuss later. Every email has things. Mail can be conveyed into ham mail, and spam mail. How can we distinguish between ham is a correct mail, spam is a not correct mail? Now, whenever the mails are coming to your mailbox, depending upon the content, whatever we have written, whether the content is good, it will be kept in the email box. When the content is not good, it will be stored in the spam mail. This is the simple example for supervised learning. Is it okay? Here, my email box classifying the coming mails as ham and spam. Okay? Now, Jayasri, yeah. Semi-supervised learning is a combination of supervised learning and unsupervised learning, where some data is labeled data and some data is unlabeled data. Okay, na? Semi-supervised learning lies between them. Is it okay, na? Okay, na? Now let me discuss in detail about deep learning. The basic purpose of deep learning means it will works like a human brain. Now, deep learning works with the help of a concept called a neural network. Okay, we will discuss in detail knowledge about it. Every neural network consisting of 3 layers: input layer, hidden layer, and output layer, where we will discuss about artificial neural networks, convolutional neural networks, and recurrent neural networks to solve various kinds of computer vision applications such as object detection and recognition, image captioning, and computer vision. Is it okay for all of you? Now, if you have any questions, kindly type in the chat box. I will be happy to respond to you. Okay. Now, can I spend a few minutes on natural language processing? Now, NLP is a field of artificial intelligence where the machines are able to read the data and understand and deriving meaningful information from human languages such as English, Hindi, and so on. This is the basic purpose of NLP. Now, we will use machine learning with NLP, deep learning with NLP to process text data as well as speech data. Okay. Yeah. Nagadurga, reinforcement learning, I'll discuss in 2 minutes. Okay, na? Now, if you ask me about what are the applications of NLP, how many of you know about Google Translate? Google Translate is called as a machine translation. Means converting from English to Hindi or English to Telugu is called as machine translation. You can do some applications, okay, using generative AI. At the end of that, I will showcase it. Another kind of applications we can generate is called as question answering systems, predictive typing, sentiment analysis, and document summarizations. And right now, ChatGPT and DeepSeek are the best examples of NLP. Is it okay for all of you? Now, finally, I wanted to introduce what is generative AI. Now, the basic purpose of generative AI is to create text data, image data, audio data. Now you can process any kind of data using generative AI. The best example is ChatGPT. Is one of the best example for in our course. What we are teaching, we are teaching Gemini, we are teaching LangChain and Llama and open source Llama. By using them, we will be discussing how to chart with the text data, how to chart with PDF data, and how to process image data, and so on. Is it okay for all of you? We'll discuss all these coming concepts in these coming sessions. So with your permission, I go for what is the basic steps involved in the machine learning application. Can I go forward? Yeah. In the meantime, if you have any questions, kindly use your chat box, then I will continue. Any questions, Andy? Yeah. Yeah. Any questions? If no, no. I think I did not get any questions, so I'm continuing with this process. Yeah. Sir, please. Yeah, please. Very good. I will go very slow, ma. So yeah. I'll go very bit slow. Now, whenever you wanted to implement any machine learning application, the first and foremost job is problem identification. As a student, you may not get real-time applications, so you have to go for Kaggle, okay, or KD Nuggets. These are the best websites. Or you can go for UCI, machine learning repositories, where you have hundreds of problem definition. Along with that, they will also supply the data to you. Okay, whatever the data necessary for implementing that application, they will also give you data sets. And first and foremost job as a data scientist or machine learning engineer, what you have to do is data pre-processing. Whatever the data which you are collecting, 80% of the data is unstructured. So you need to convert data from unstructured to structured by using data pre-processing techniques such as data imputation, integration, encoding, outlier analysis, data transformation, dimensionality reduction, and feature engineering. I will explain reinforcement engineering. I'm in the middle of the topic now. I'll explain it. Now, then the next stage is exploratory data analysis, where you have to study each and every individual features. It is called as univariate analysis. Then studying of two or more attributes is called as multivariate analysis. After studying the data, we have to go for best features for model building. Then we will use machine learning or deep learning or NLP for model building. Then whatever the results we have, we need to evaluate the results. Then we should deploy the models onto the servers for analyzing the results. This is the basic life cycle of machine learning or data science applications. So some people are referring to discuss about reinforcement learning for 2 minutes. Can I go for backward? Yeah. I'm repeating same reinforcement learning 2 minutes, Amma. Can I go forward, Amma? Can you respond to me? Initially, reinforcement learning means you have two things, Amma. One is an agent. Yeah, an agent is a machine or an agent is a software. Initially, this machines does not have no knowledge. Okay, no knowledge. Okay, the machine has to train by itself. Okay, what is the meaning of reinforcement learning here? In reinforcement learning, there is no answer key. That means there is no target variable. We have only input data. But reinforcement learning isn't learned by itself. Here, in the absence of existing training data, the agent has to learn from itself. Okay, from the experiences. In what way it will learn? First of all, let us take a baby. A baby who comes to the world, she does not have any knowledge from the environment with the grandparents, parents, and other relatives. The baby, he is going to learn every 15 days, 1 month, 3 months. Baby is going to learn the knowledge. Like that, the agents also, see here by trial and the basis, the agents are going to learn from the knowledge. See, I will discuss with a small example. Let us take an agent as rat in this example, and this box I will take an environment. Okay. Initially, the rat does not know what is this. If it touches here, it will get die. This is a power shock. All these are power shocks. So the agent has to register that we should not go to this power shock. If you go to power shock, there is a die. Then whenever the agent goes to this environment, this one, agents will get strength. Whenever you are playing games, whenever you come here, you will get some marks like that. On trial and error basis, agents are going to learn from the experiences. Finally, it may reach to the destination. Every reinforcement learning consisting of two parts. And first part is positive and second part is negative. That is called as reward. I hope, can you respond, Amma? 2 to 3 people asked me about reinforcement learning. Is it okay for all of you? Can you please respond to me? Yeah. Next few minutes, I will discuss about what are the applications of machine learning and data science. Let us take Amazon. Whenever we take Amazon, it has a huge amount of consumer purchasing data. Okay. Now, whenever you go to shopping malls, some people will come with pen and paper. Most of the people will write your number and name. Don't write such kind of things. They will sell all your mobile numbers to the other people. Now, Amazon has our consumer data such as our age, our gender, our location. And since 5 years, whatever the items which you are purchasing, they will be called as history. Based on that, it will predict past browsing history. Now, based on the existing data, Amazon will segment us, our customers, and it will use a technical, see here, pattern and recommendation system. This is a machine learning application. Using this recommendation system, Amazon will give right product to the right customer at right time. In this example, recommendation system is an example of machine learning and data science. Is it okay for all of you? Recommendation system is an example of machine learning and data science. Okay, now, how many of you know about Uber? Most of the people. Now, Uber has not even single cab, not even single driver. Okay, but it has a technology. Okay, whenever morning 7 to 9, evening 6 to 9, these are called as peak periods. In these peak periods, whenever you book a cab, by default, if you're charging 100 rupees, then they will charge 2x and 3x. This is the best thing. See here, the higher the demand for the cabs, the higher the fare they are going to charge. I'll discuss an example here. See here, to build a dynamic pricing application, dynamic pricing is an example of machine learning and data science, where whenever a lot of people are requesting rides at the same time from the same area, then what will happen? The prices will go up from 1x to 2x and 1x to 3x. Here, dynamic pricing, okay, is an example of machine learning and data science. It is okay for all of you? Then I will take one more example, Apple mobile phone. Most of the people who buys Apple mobile phone, they will also buy Apple watches. I will tell you the reason. Apple watches internally, they have sensors. On the sensors, we will collect the data, monitor the health of an individual. Okay, it collects the data such as heart rate, sleep cycle, breathing rate, activity levels, and blood pressures. And they predict the risk of heart attack. Now, predicting the risk of heart attack is an example of machine learning and data science application. Okay, data science and machine learning applications are interdisciplinary areas where wherever there is a data, you can apply machine learning and data science. So we'll take few more examples. Look at here. In the first case, let us take travel domain. Here, dynamic pricing, just now we have seen in Uber case, predicting flight delays is an example. And let us take another example of marketing. Predicting lifetime of a customer, cross-selling, upselling, and customer churn. These are the examples of marketing. And let us take healthcare. Disease predictions, medication effectiveness are examples of healthcare. Then let us take social media data, such as sentiment analysis, digital marketing are examples of social media. And let us take sales data. Discount offerings and demand forecastings are examples of sales. And let us take an examples of credit and insurance, where we will write an application such as claim predictions, credit card prediction, and risk predictions are the examples of data. I hope wherever there is a data, you can apply data science and machine learning applications. Now, if you have any queries for a few minutes, I will be happy to respond. Any questions, Andy? Now, some people are asking me, sir, why we need to prefer Python for data science and machine learning? Okay, the reason is Python is free and open source software, easy to read and easy to learn. Because Python is a free and open source software, it has a vibrant community in the world. It has various kinds of libraries such as for data management, analytical processing, and visualization. Python has various kinds of libraries for now we can build any kind of application with that. I will introduce some of them. NumPy and SciPy used for mathematical applications and pandas for data analysis. I will introduce all these things in the coming days. Matplotlib and Seaborn for data visualization, and scikit-learn will be used for ML applications. NLTK will be used for NLP applications. TensorFlow will be used for deep learning applications, and OpenCV used for computer vision. Gemini Pro will be used for AI applications. So these libraries are, apart from them, we have hundreds of libraries are available in Python. Okay, using these libraries, we can write beautiful applications in terms of data science and machine learning. So if you have any queries, kindly respond to me. This is what is the basic introduction to artificial intelligence and machine learning. So with your permission, can I go into the discussion of why Python is required? Now, before that, if you have any questions, I will be happy to respond to you. Before leaving, I will be wait for another few minutes. Kindly respond to me. Any more questions, please? Now, in the next few minutes, I will discuss what are the features of Python, why we have chosen Python for data science and machine learning applications. Okay, any more questions? Now, before going to my topic, first of all, I would like to thank the person who invented Python language called Guido van Rossum. Because of him, we are gathered here. Okay. Now, first of all, let us discuss various kinds of features of Python. Now, my first feature is simple and easy to learn. Nowadays, earlier we used to teach C language as a basic language. Now we are teaching Python as a basic language in BTech first year. Okay. Now, why we are writing Python? Because it is easy to write and easy to learn. Because Python is like a simple English. How I'm speaking a simple English, like that. Learning and writing programs in Python is very simple and easy to learn. Is it okay? And the second property is called as languages like C, C++, Java, and C Sharp. And these languages are called as high-level languages. Now, instead of that, I will also call Python is a high-level programming language. Okay. Now, Python can be used for writing any kind of software. By using Python, I will call Python is a general purpose language because the reason is I can write any kind of software. Okay. Using Python, we can write data science applications, we can write machine learning applications, we can write IoT applications, we can write including embedded applications also. Is it okay? Using Python, we can write web application development. Okay. Earlier, we used to write servlets, JSP and PHP and so on, struts. We used to write them. Now using Django and Flask, we are writing web application frameworks. By using Python, we can also write data analysis applications. And using Python, nowadays we are using for automation scripts. Whatnot. Using Python, you can write any kind of software. So I'm calling Python is a general purpose language, and it is also related to high-level programming language. Is it okay for all of you? Now, if you have any questions, kindly respond, Andy. Now, another point is Python is a portable language. For example, all Python programs will have an extension called .py. Okay. Now, Python is not called as compiled language. Python is an interpreted language. So if I write a Python program on Windows, I can port to Linux and I can also port to Mac. Is it okay? This property is called as portability. Okay. Now, 2 to 3 minutes, I'll discuss about what is object-oriented programming. Okay. Everything in the universe is an object. Every object possesses 3 characteristics: identity, state, and behavior. Now, Python also supports abstraction, encapsulation, inheritance, and polymorphism. So I will call Python is a object-oriented programming language. Okay. And Python is interpreted language. Some languages like C and C++, these 2 languages are called as compiled languages. But Java is called as both compiled as well as interpreted language. So Python is a interpreted language. And another very, very important feature is Python supports hundreds of standard libraries. Okay, Python supports hundreds of libraries and frameworks. Using these libraries and frameworks, we can write any kind of application with a very less number of codes. So I can proudly say that Python supports hundreds of standard libraries. Using those standard libraries, you can do your job very easily. Okay, and Python is also used for graphical user interface programming, like how you are going to write programming in Java using swings, applets, and AWT. Python also supports TCL, TK, and IQT. Using them, we can write graphical user interface programming. And another important point is using Python, I can be connected to Oracle. We can be connected to SQL Server and MySQL also. Using Python, we can connect to any databases. Okay. Now, another very, very important point is in Python, what we will do. Now, in C, C++ languages, we are going to use storage locations, data types, and variable is equal to value. Okay. In Python, no need to specify the storage location, no need to specify the data type. Simply assign a value to it. Here, now 100 is a value which will be storing in a memory location. But no need to specify the data type and storage location in Python. So I will call Python is a dynamically typed language. And Python is also called as free and open source software. Okay. Now, I will discuss about 1 minute regarding what is a software. Basically, softwares are divided into proprietary, okay, and open source software, free and open source software. Proprietary software means, let us take Microsoft Word, Microsoft Windows, and Microsoft Office. If I want to use them, I need to buy some licenses. So it has a mechanism called copyright protection. I cannot violate it. But in free and open source software, you can distribute, you can add the code, whatever you want, anything you can do without paying any money. Here you have a mechanism called as copyleft. Is it okay for all of you? And finally, the final feature of Python programming is, for example, if I want to implement a task, for example, if you take C language, if it is taking 100 lines of code, and if you take Java, we can complete it within 60 lines of code. Same thing I can write in Python with 30 lines of code. So using Python, we can reduce the code from 2x to 10x times, which is absolutely. So whenever the code is reducing for the employer, productivity will be increased with reduced development time. Is it okay for all of you? Is it okay for all of you? These are the reasons. This is the reason why I am choosing Python for implementing machine learning and data science in the remaining 14 days. Is it okay for all of you? Yeah. Now I will be stopping the session. Now it is, if you have any questions, I will be happy to respond and answer all your queries. Now it is over to you. Now, next 10 to 15 minutes, if you have any questions, I will be happy to respond. Okay, you can use your chat box or you can use anything to ask me.
Sir, we have received a few questions in the chat box.
Yes.
So we have collated a few questions and messaged you.
Where is my mobile?
Yeah.
Yeah, I will check my mobile and I will answer all these questions one by one, madam. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'll go one by one, Andy. Yeah. I'm from BBA, so can we continue for 50? Yes, absolutely, Nama. Any kind of BBA candidate and MBA candidate can join. I already told you, wherever there is a data, you can learn data science and machine learning applications. Okay, even though you are from BBA and MBA background, you can do. Okay, Nama? Yeah. Can I know more details about internship? Okay. We have scheduled this internship with the 15 days. That 15-day schedule has been given to you. Okay. That is second question. Only 15 days enough to? No, it is not. Just we are introducing the program. Actually, it will take, to learn Python itself will take 15 to 20 days. But if you want to become master in machine learning and data science, we are offering a 4-month course. Okay. Within 4 months course, we will teach daily 1.5 hour theory and 2 hours labs. Every week, we will conduct lab examinations, mock interviews, and we will conduct some real-time case studies from Kaggle. In my course, totally 50 plus real-time case studies I will be teaching. Okay, Nama? Yeah. PPTs will be shared by the people to you. Sir, can you tell when the supervised learning is used mostly? Supervised learning can be used when we have both input data as well as output data. I already answered this question. Semi-supervised learning means where we have some sort of 50% of the supervised data and 50% of unsupervised data. This combination model is called as semi-supervised learning. Okay? Yeah. OpenAI is a platform. OpenAI is a company which has an LLM called ChatGPT. Okay, Nama? OpenAI is a company which is offering a model called ChatGPT. Okay, Nama? Nowadays, Java is also used, very rare case, Amma. Java is used very rare case in India. Mostly in USA, most of the people are using R. In India and other countries, we are using Python. Is it okay? At the end of the course, yes, absolutely. If you listen the course properly, you can start implementing the projects. Okay? Can we use? Yes, you can also use Java. Is it okay? Now I have answered the queries. If you have any more questions, I will be happy to respond to you also. Okay? Huh? Yeah. Now, let me highlight the takeaway points. Now, after completion of this 1.5 hour lecture, you learned about what is artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, NLP, and what is the relationship between them. Then you also learned about the life cycle of machine learning and data science. Then finally, you also learned about the basic features of Python. Is it okay for all of you? Thanks to one and all for joining. Now, yeah, just wait for 2 minutes.
Yes, guys. I'm Nagarajesh Pandegani, and I'm taking care of this internship program, and I'm the Director of Human Resource Management and Operations in the Vcube Software Solutions. Yeah, I'll briefly discuss about this internship program. Guys, this 15 days internship program is designed for the freshers and the people, those who are IT aspirants, like current trending technology మీద డేటా సైన్స్ గురించి కానీ లేదంటే క్లౌడ్ కంప్యూటింగ్ గురించి కానీ అసలు ఎలా ఉంటుంది, నేర్చుకుంటే కెరీర్ ఎలా ఉంటుంది, నేను ఆ కోర్సులో జాయిన్ అయితే నేను పెర్ఫామ్ చేయగలనా, ఐటీ ఇండస్ట్రీలో నేను విన్నర్ అవ్వగలనా అనుకునే వాళ్ళకి ఎవరికైతే like imaginations myths ఉన్నాయో వాళ్ళ కోసం we designed this program. You can refer these programs to your friends, colleagues and near and dear ones. Okay, and not only this, only internship program కోసమే కాదు, మీలో ఎవరైనా ఫ్యూచర్ జాబ్ ఆస్పిరెంట్స్ ఉన్నారు, లైక్ సెకండ్ ఇయర్, థర్డ్ ఇయర్, ఫస్ట్ ఇయర్, ఫైనల్ ఇయర్ స్టూడెంట్స్ ఉన్నారు. ఓకే, ఆన్ క్యాంపస్ డ్రైవ్ లో కనుక మీ కాలేజ్ లో మీరు సెలెక్ట్ అవ్వలేదు, నెక్స్ట్ యూ వాంట్ టు బిల్డ్ యువర్ కెరియర్, సో మీరు హైదరాబాద్ రావాల్సి వస్తే కనుక మీకు వీఆర్ జనరేటింగ్ అన్ ఐడి కార్డ్ దీంతో. సో ఓన్లీ ఇంటర్న్షిప్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ కోసమే కాదమ్మా, దీనిలో ఎన్రోల్ అవ్వండి. లైక్ వీ విల్ గివ్ యూ వన్ ఐడి కార్డ్. దిస్ ఐడి కార్డ్ ఈస్ వ్యాలిడ్ ఫర్ 1 year. మీరు రిఫరెన్స్ కోసం, లైక్ మీ కెరియర్ ని ఎలా బిల్డ్ చేసుకోవాలి, ఏ కోర్స్ తీసుకుంటే కెరియర్ బాగుంటుంది, నేను ఈజీగా ఐటీ ఇండస్ట్రీలోకి వెళ్ళడానికి నా స్కిల్స్ కి తగ్గట్టుగా ఈజీగా నేను ఏ కోర్స్ లో జాయిన్ అయితే బాగుంటుంది, అలా మీరు కెరీర్ కౌన్సిలింగ్ గురించి ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ చేస్తే యూ కెన్ గివ్ అస్ కాల్. దట్ ఈస్ ఐడి కార్డ్ మీరు యూస్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. అండ్ ఇఫ్ యూఆర్ ఆల్రెడీ yes, if you are you are willing to join in any course, like you wanted to give this ID card also your friends, like gift to your colleagues and friends and near and dear ones, because it is valid up to 1 year, guys. And one more thing, we don't want to charge anything for this 15 days internship program. Please continue, please do continue, because every day is interlinked with the second day also. So if you disturbed, if you are, collapsed in one day, then the entire system, entire 15 days program will be disturbed. So please join every day, and we will provide you the recording session at the end of the day. Like we already shared you WhatsApp channels. Please join with that channel. We will share you the end of the day take home points and next day session highlights and a recording session, and also the new topics about the data science or anything, like if your friends are registered with the cloud computing also. And what is the benefits of this ID card? You are now a Vcube student. Okay, we will take care of your career. If you are not selected in your campus job, you can come with us, you can join with us, you can ask a number of questions regarding your future. Okay, we will take care of your career in IT industry, because we are conducting on-campus and off-campus drive to our Vcube students. And moreover, we are giving, instead of collecting money from you, we are offering you money prizes, big money prizes for this internship program. At the end of the day, 16th day, we will conduct a big mega examination on this internship program. Participate on that examination and perform very well. From Andhra Pradesh 50 and the Telangana 50, total 100 students, we will give you a big prize money. And not only for that, we will give you the people, those who are selected, instead of prize money, if they want placement assistance, we will give you a free access to our campus drives also. You can select, like we have 250 plus clients, like startup companies, mid-level companies, and MNC companies. So no need to worry about anything. We will design here your future. It's not an internship program. This is your future we design. Utilize this, or you wanted to give this program to your friend, please share the link and tell them to download the ID card. Okay, all the very best, guys. If you have any doubts also, we already texted this link and the content from the respective mobile numbers from WhatsApp channel. Okay, so from WhatsApp, from WhatsApp, you can text that any queries, you can text that number, WhatsApp. Okay, whatever the queries regarding your career, this internship, certification, okay, and end of the day examination, prize money, whatever you want, you can ask us. We are here to assist you. We are here to design your future with Vcube. We proud, and you should proud as a Vcubite from today onwards. Okay, grab this opportunity. All the very best. Thank you, guys.
Thank you all for joining today. We'll see you again in the day 2 tomorrow. And please, if you have not subscribed to our WhatsApp channel, please do subscribe today. It's already posted in the chat box here in the Zoom. And if you have any friends who may want to join the free internship program online, please do share it with them. And to receive regular updates, please join our WhatsApp channel.
Madam, some students are asking about what is the plan after internship. Okay, in the internship, just we are introducing the topics, but we have planned a 4-month course starting from core Python to generative AI, where the students are going to learn machine learning, deep learning, computer vision, data science, including mathematics such as statistics, probability, and data analysis. We planned this course for 4 months. If you join for the 4 months, we'll assure for job assistance. But this internship, just we have introduced to introduce the topics. Shabareshwar, I hope you got it. Yeah, internship is free for everyone. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
and thank you, students. Let's continue our focused learning in the next 15 days. And the course of action will definitely tell you in the second week. Thank you all and see you all tomorrow.